You've just turned 60, standing at the threshold of a new decade, reflecting on a life full of memories, raising kids, building a career, and leaning on friends through thick and thin. You've always believed your family and closest friends would be your rock forever. But then, reality hits like a cold wave. Your kids are juggling demanding jobs in their own families. Your friends are scattered, some have moved, others have passed on. Suddenly, the support system you thought was unbreakable feels fragile, and a quiet fear creeps in. Who will truly stand by me as I age? This isn't just a fleeting worry, it's a reality for millions. According to a 2023 AARP study, 1 in 3 Americans over 60 report feeling lonely, and many realize too late that relying solely on family or friends leaves them vulnerable. But here's the empowering truth. You don't have to face this stage of life feeling helpless or alone. In this guide, we're unveiling 6 unshakable pillars of support that are more reliable than any person could ever be. These pillars, rooted in your own strength and choices, will give you security, independence, and confidence to thrive, no matter what life throws your way. Stay with us until the end, because these insights could redefine how you approach your future, ensuring you're never caught off guard or dependent on others. Whether you're nearing 60 or well beyond, these 6 pillars will equip you to live with purpose, resilience, and joy. Let's dive in and build a foundation that lasts a lifetime. Pillar 1. Financial freedom, your bedrock of security. When you're young, financial dependence on family or friends might feel like a safety net, but after 60, leaning on others for money isn't just risky, it's a recipe for stress and vulnerability. A 2024 Fidelity study found that 60% of retirees face unexpected expenses, like medical bills or home repairs, that can drain savings fast. Your children, no matter how much they love you, have their own financial burdens, mortgages averaging $250,000, childcare costs exceeding $10,000 a year, and their own retirement to plan for. Expecting them to step in during a crisis is unfair to them and precarious for you. Take Sarah, a 70-year-old retiree from Ohio. She spent decades supporting her 3 children, paying for college, helping with down payments, and being their go-to for emergencies. When a $15,000 hospital bill hit after a fall, she turned to her kids, only to learn they were stretched thin with student loans and growing families. Sarah's story isn't unique. It's a wake-up call. Financial freedom is the one pillar that never wavers, giving you the power to handle life's surprises without begging for help. Financial stability isn't about being rich, it's about peace of mind. It's knowing you can cover a $5,000 emergency without panic, pay for healthcare without burdening others, or even enjoy small luxuries like a weekend getaway. Without it, you risk losing independence, dignity, and control over your life. How to build it? Create an emergency fund. Aim for 6-12 months of living expenses, roughly $20,000, $40,000 for most retirees. Start small. Save $50 a month by cutting unused subscriptions or dining out less. Secure your income. Review your Social Security benefits. Average monthly payout, $1,900 in 2025. And any pensions or 401k plans. Meet with a financial advisor to ensure your income lasts 20-30 years. Minimize debt. Pay off high-interest credit cards. Average the 2nd of April 2% to free up cash flow. If you have a mortgage, consider downsizing to a smaller home to reduce costs. Plan for healthcare. Medicare covers many expenses, but out-of-pocket costs can still hit $7,000 a year. Explore supplemental plans like Medigap to close gaps. Real-life example. Tom, a 65-year-old from Florida, started saving $100 a month in his 50s after nearly losing his home to medical debt. By 60, he had a $25,000 emergency fund, which covered a surprise roof repair without stress. His kids were grateful they didn't have to step in, and Tom felt empowered knowing he was in control. Could you cover a $10,000 emergency today without asking for help? If not, take one step this week: cut one expense or set up a savings account. Financial freedom is your lifeline. ensuring you stand tall no matter what. Pillar 2. Your health, the cornerstone of independence. Your body is your home for life. And after 60, it's either your greatest ally or your biggest obstacle. The National Institute on Aging reports that 80% of adults over 65 have at least one chronic condition, like arthritis or diabetes, which can erode independence if ignored. Family can offer emotional support, but they can't exercise for you, choose your meals, or manage your health conditions. Neglecting your health now means risking a future where you're dependent on others for basic tasks, a future no one wants. Consider John, a 67-year-old from Texas who retired with big plans to travel. But years of neglecting his diet and skipping exercise left him with high blood pressure and joint pain by 70. Simple tasks like walking to the mailbox became exhausting, and his kids, busy with their own lives, couldn't be full-time caregivers. When John started walking 2 miles daily and swapped fast food for home-cooked meals, he lost 20 pounds and regained his energy. His story shows that your health determines your freedom. Why it matters. Good health means you can live life on your terms, traveling, gardening, or playing with grandkids without pain or limitation. Poor health, on the other hand, can trap you in a cycle of doctor visits and dependency. A 2024 CDC study found that regular exercise reduces the risk of falls by 30%, a leading cause of injury for seniors. How to build it? Move daily. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly, brisk walking, 2-3 miles per hour, swimming, or yoga. Even 10-minute walks 3 times a day add up. Eat smart. Focus on nutrient-dense foods, leafy greens, lean proteins like chicken and whole grains. Limit processed foods high in sugar or sodium, which contribute to heart disease. Prioritize checkups. Schedule annual physicals and screenings, for example, blood pressure, cholesterol. Don't ignore symptoms like persistent pain or fatigue. Early action prevents bigger issues. Mental health matters. Stress impacts physical health. Try mindfulness apps or short meditation sessions, 5-10 minutes, to stay balanced. Real-life example. Susan, a 68-year-old from California, started strength training twice a week after a minor fall. Within 6 months, she could carry groceries and climb stairs without pain, reducing her reliance on her daughter for help. Reflection. Question. What's one health habit you can start today to stay independent? Comment below with number pillar 2 and share your plan. Maybe it's a daily walk or cutting soda. Your future self will thank you for every healthy choice. Pillar 3. Your social network, your shield against loneliness. Loneliness isn't just an emotion, it's a health crisis. A 2023 NIH study linked social isolation in older adults to a 50% increased risk of dementia and a 26% higher risk of early death. You might assume your family will always fill your days with laughter and connection, but the reality is stark. Your kids have careers, carpools, and their own lives. They love you, but they can't be your sole source of companionship. That's why a strong social network outside your family is a lifeline. Take Linda, a 74-year-old widow from Michigan. After her husband passed, she relied on her 2 sons for company, but their visits dwindled as work and family demands grew. Feeling isolated, Linda joined a local book club and a senior walking group. Within months, she had new friends who invited her to coffee, shared stories, and even planned a group trip to a nearby winery. Linda's life wasn't just flourish, felt alive again. Why it matters. Social connections boost mental sharpness, reduce stress, and add joy. A 2024 Harvard study found that strong friendships improve life expectancy more than diet or exercise alone. Friends aren't just company, they're a buffer against life's challenges. How to build it? Reconnect. Call an old friend or send a text to someone you haven't spoken to in years. Join groups. Look for local events at community centers, libraries, or churches. Think book clubs, knitting circles, or volunteering. Websites like meetup.com list senior-friendly activities. Stay consistent. Aim for one social outing a week, even if it's just coffee with a neighbor. Use technology. Learn to use FaceTime or Zoom to stay connected with distant friends or family. Real-life example. Mark, a 72-year-old from Arizona, felt lonely after his best friend moved away. He joined a local hiking club and met a group of retirees who now meet weekly for walks and barbecues. His new friendships gave him a sense of belonging he hadn't felt in years. Who brings joy to your life right now? Drop number pillar 3 in the comments and share their name or one way you'll expand your social circle this month. Your story could spark someone else's connection. Pillar 4. Your purpose. The fire that fuels your days. After 60, the roles that once defined you, parent, worker, caregiver, often fade. Retirement can feel like a void, leaving you wondering, what's my place now? Without a sense of purpose, it's easy to feel invisible or unneeded. Family can't give you purpose, it's something you must ignite within yourself. A strong sense of purpose keeps your mind sharp, your heart full, and your life meaningful, no matter your age. Look at Robert, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Colorado. After leaving his job, he felt restless, spending days watching television. His kids were busy, and he missed feeling useful. Then he started volunteering at a local youth center, teaching kids to read. That one choice gave him a reason to get up each morning, and the kids' smiles reminded him he still had so much to give. Why it matters. Purpose isn't just about feeling good, it's a health booster. A 2023 JAMA study found that older adults with a strong sense of purpose have a 20% lower risk of depression and better cognitive health. Purpose gives you direction, whether it's a hobby, a cause, or a personal goal. How to build it. Explore passions. Try something new: painting, gardening, or learning guitar. Local community colleges offer affordable classes for seniors. Give back. Volunteer at a food bank, animal shelter, or school. Even 2-3 hours a week makes a difference. Set goals. Aim for small wins like walking 5,000 steps daily or reading 12 books a year. Reflect. Write down what makes you feel fulfilled. Is it creating, helping others, or learning? Real-life example. Emma, a 71-year-old from Georgia, took up photography after retirement. Sharing her photos online led to a local exhibit, giving her a new sense of pride and community. What's your purpose right now? Comment with number pillar 4 and share one thing that lights you up or a goal you're setting. Let's inspire each other. Pillar 5. Emotional resilience. Your inner anchor. Life after 60 doesn't get easier, it just changes. You might face the loss of a spouse, health setbacks, or shifting family dynamics. While loved ones can offer comfort, they can't fight your emotional battles. Emotional resilience is your ability to navigate pain, adapt to change, and find peace within yourself, ensuring you don't rely on others to feel whole. Take Barbara, a 76-year-old from Oregon who lost her sister, her lifelong best friend. At first, she turned to her children for support, but their busy schedules meant they couldn't always be there. Instead of spiraling, Barbara joined a grief support group, started journaling daily, and practiced gratitude. Over time, she built an inner strength that carried her through grief and beyond. Why it matters. Emotional resilience is your shield against life's storms. A 2024 APA study found that resilient older adults are 40% less likely to develop anxiety or depression. It's not about ignoring pain, but processing it in healthy ways. How to build it. Practice mindfulness. Try 10-minute meditation sessions using apps like Calm or Headspace. Journal. Write about your feelings for 5 minutes daily to process emotions. Seek support. Consider therapy or support groups. Many are free through community centers. Cultivate gratitude. List 3 things daily that bring you joy, like a sunny day or a kind neighbor. Real-life example. David, a 73-year-old from Illinois, faced loneliness after his wife passed. Daily gratitude journaling and weekly therapy helped him rediscover joy in small moments, like walks in the park. What's one way you stay emotionally strong? Share it with number pillar 5 in the comments. Your strategy could help someone else. Pillar 6. Adaptability. Your key to thriving. If there's one constant after 60, it's change. Friends retire or move, technology evolves, and life shifts in unexpected ways. Clinging to the past leaves you stuck. Adaptability lets you thrive. Those who flourish in their later years are the ones who embrace change. Stay curious and seek new possibilities. Consider Mary, a 77-year-old from Nevada. When her weekly card games with friends ended, she felt isolated. Instead of giving up, she learned Zoom to host virtual game nights and joined an online knitting community. Her willingness to adapt turned loneliness into connection. Why it matters. Adaptability keeps you relevant and engaged. A 2023 Stanford study found that older adults who embrace new skills, like using smartphones, report higher life satisfaction. Change isn't the enemy, it's an opportunity. How to build it. Stay curious. Take a free online course on platforms like Coursera or learn a new app. Try new things. If a hobby no longer works, explore alternatives like Tai Chi or birdwatching. Connect differently. Use video calls to stay in touch with distant loved ones. Embrace small changes. Update your routinity, a new coffee shop, or rearrange your living room. Real-life example. Frank, a 78-year-old from New York, learned to use social media to share his woodworking projects. He gained a following and even sold a few pieces, boosting his confidence. How will you adapt to change this year? Drop number pillar 6 in the comments with your plan. Maybe it's learning a new skill or trying a new hobby. Let's keep growing together. Final thoughts. You are your own greatest ally. Turning 60 and beyond is a journey of wisdom, but it comes with challenges that test your strength. Family and friends are precious, but they can't be your only support. The 6 pillars: financial freedom, health, social connections, purpose, emotional resilience, and adaptability are your foundation for a life of independence and joy. With financial freedom, you secure your future without burdening others. Health keeps you active and free. A social network surrounds you with laughter and support. Purpose gives your days meaning. Emotional resilience helps you weather life's storms. And adaptability ensures you thrive through change. Together, these pillars empower you to live boldly, knowing you're prepared for anything. Which pillar resonates with you most? Pick one to focus on this week and share your plan in the comments with its number. For example, number pillar 1. How will you strengthen it? Your story could inspire someone else to take action. If this guide sparked new ideas, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join our community. Share this video with someone who needs it, and let's build stronger, more fulfilling lives together. See you in the comments.